welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Valley by Night River City, our Vampire 5th Edition actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me as usual will be Duba playing Walter, Rappy playing Iola, Eric playing Kyle, Sarah playing Emma, and Jeremy playing Egidio. Who wants to give a rundown of what happened last week?
Very slowly covering up for a really fucked up feeding session.
Oh, that's right. Egidio helped Iola clean up a mess.
Oh no, I wasn't even talking about that one.
Oh no, that was the
last session.
You're right. You're
Or
right.
the one before.
You're right.
This one wasn't as bad as Iola's.
No, not really.
I
mean, the feeding part of it went fine. Kyle had no issues there. It's only that, a masquerade breaching witness got away. But I'm sure nothing will come of that. But you also managed to track down Rat. And even bring him in unharmed. Well, relatively unharmed. I think Egidio might have gotten a lick in on him.
Yeah.
Of the two of them, though, he was the closest unharmed.
Correct.
All right. Did we end with y'all turning in for the day? All right. Then we start with y'all rousing up tonight.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, everybody give me them rouse checks, see if you get hungry.
I am hungrier.
I am hungrier.
As am I, but I'm only 2 dots. So we're good. I can at least take...
Oh, I need to feed.
Yeah, me too.
I am hungry.
Emma's existing purely out of spite. She's not hungrier.
Fair enough.
Okay. So is everybody going to start the evening off hunting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably need to.
All right, then I'm just going to start up in the left corner. Iola.
No, because she's only 1 dot in hunger. Nothing's really going to sate that hunger unless she kills.
All right. So what are you going to do for the early part of the evening? Anything she is particularly working towards or wanting to do?
Right now.
Okay.
She's had a very hectic past couple of days.
It's been a little busy. After tonight, she might take a break for a little bit.
Yeah, she might.
All right, then, Walter, what are you doing?
let's see. With him being 2 dots, it would be relatively fun. Well, as a Nosferatu tends to do, needs to be nosy and pokes around, get some information, so... Probably do a little bit of light reading internet-wise, maybe turn on, listen to little news podcasts, see if anything interesting has happened in near our neck of the woods.
Oh, there's a lot more news about that pandemic thing.
Has a subscription to NPR.
They've already started in Decatur banning non-work gatherings larger than like 20 people, 25 people, something like that. And you find news of shutdowns like stuff like that kind of going on all over the place.
Yeah, the notepad he's keeping nearby. He kind of jots that down and weighs the severity of it. Like, they may need to know this, but we'll see.
Looking through the
Again,
police ledger.
mainly he's
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. Oh, he was just mainly gonna think of the fact of which how it's going to start potentially affecting some people's feeding, but well, again, he'll have to wait and see on that.
Mhm.
Surprisingly, not a lot of us. I'm a bagger. 2 of us are sand people.
The 2 of us are alley cats.
Yeah, you two, it would matter towards, but not so much.
Yeah.
Walter, you also find the police blotter. There were a lot of calls to the police about a disturbance over in those apartments at the north part of the coterie. Or north part of the domain. The summer courtyard apartments.
He again starts jotting that down on his little notepad as he reads/listens.
And I mean, some of it's stuff like there's a note about the EMTs rolling out. Reports of a car accident. Nothing. Not a great amount of detail. You just recognize that however small the events of last night, they left a little footprint.
Yeah, something he'll probably share with Kyle later on when he gets to the bar.
Okay. Egidio.
I'm definitely hunting. It's like first thing. Oh, thank God. Woo! I got 5 successes.
Okay. And I forget, what is it you roll?
I roll 4 because I have an in with the blood bank.
That's right.
So I'm ostensibly able to get back down to 1? Question mark.
How many? What are you at right now?
I'm at hunger 4.
Okay. You are super blurry.
Oh yeah, it does it. Whole lot about it.
You're just blending into the background.
There we go.
So you were at 4. Yeah, getting down to 2 shouldn't be a problem.
All right, I can do.
Basically, you call your contact up, and he has managed to record that a couple of bags got left out too long, so they had to be destroyed.
Yep. Destroyed.
Well, you don't know what you're doing with it, but he's pretty sure they're not going to be good for anything once you're done. So you pick a street somewhere, or a restaurant, or a parking lot somewhere, and you meet up.
Yep. Cool. And then after that, because that probably won't take a whole. That's probably something he's been doing more or less day by day, just to see where we're at. So he probably wakes up to the news and is like, "Hey, we can meet up here." And then he goes to do the job, and then he'll go to the bar.
Okay. Emma.
Doesn't need to hunt, so not doing that. She will, however, check to see if she's received any kind of notifications in regards to information about the other salubri in the area.
Let's see. What was the last message you sent out?
It was before It was shortly after Kyle took a nap.
Okay.
It was, if you could connect me with the person we discussed, I would greatly appreciate it.
Alright, you have not heard anything back.
Yeehaw. Alright, she's just probably going to run a few of the meals around, and then if she sees one pop up to pick up food from the bar, she will grab that one and go to the bar.
Okay. That's right. You said you didn't get hungry, so you don't have to do any hunting. While you are doing your running around, dropping off the food, you do see a missing poster.
Is it anyone that she recognizes?
Looks kind of like that mall goth that you saw other night.
Oh, the
When-
one
where
when
you
we
dropped off
Tremere.
Where you dropped off a GDO's buddy, Solo.
Oh yeah, she got 8. All right, she'll pull it down just to kind of have it as a note, kind of thing.
And if I remember correctly, somebody came to the bar looking for her, or looking for
One
Solo.
one of the friends of the Solo and both the girl.
But other than that, uneventful night, you drop off food, eventually head to the bar. Kyle.
Yeah. Hey, there's hunting that needs being done.
Again?
He's at hunger 3. So yeah.
All right,
You're
where
not
you going?
learning a lesson.
He's going to his usual haunt to hunt.
Okay.
4, 6. Oh, that dice is already in there. Need to move that. Okay. I'm glad the DC is 2 because that's what I got.
Okay, you're poking around. And you come across somebody from a kind of a little, just mom and pop neighborhood grocery.
Mm-hmm.
Back alley, taking out the trash.
Nom.
So yeah, you come up behind him while he's, trying to stuff the garbage in there.
Mhm.
If you were mortal, it would be a lovely smell to eat too. But as a vampire, it doesn't bother you.
Yeah.
How much are you taking from him?
2. Enough to get me down to hunger 1.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta roll for the fucking.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Does he? What kind of blood resonance does he have? I know, since I wasn't hunting for a particular one.
Let's see. No, not potency. Resonance. There we go. Oh, but that's not the. That lists what ability resonance helps with, but not the.
I didn't get.
Feeding. That wasn't it either. Hold on, I got a bunch of cheat sheets I gotta look through.
Yeah, I too am doing that.
Random temperament and resonance. That's the one I need.
Mm-mm-mm.
Alrighty. Oh, that's right. Can't roll the vampire dice for this because you have to have actual numbers.
Yeah.
However, these are old school White Wolf dice from the Aberrant game.
Nice.
Orange juice.
Alright. Random
Yeah.
temperament.
Oh, hello.
What are we helloing?
I rolled a 10 on mine.
I thought bags always had the same kind.
Well, it's Oblivion is specifically blood lacking resonance,
Oh, good.
which is bagged blood.
Alright. So let me give a roll for the resonance.
So you have to roll twice there, Deca.
Alright, so
By the way, you get a +1 to your Oblivion powers until you feed again.
yay.
Or +1 dice, anyway.
Uh-huh.
All right. So what did you roll, Jeremy?
I haven't rolled the second dice. I rolled a 10 on the first one to find out that it's resonant.
All right. So that makes it acute, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So roll the second one.
A 9.
Sanguine.
Now, for Jeremy, that means it is acute. Because the first 9 to 10, it's an intense temperament, and then you roll again. 1 to 8 is intense.
Oh,
where
you're
you
right.
just get-
You're right. My
where you
bad.
just get the 1 dice. But then 9 to 10 is it's acute, which means potentially a Desecrata.
Yep.
Huh?
So now he needs to roll for the actual resonance. Or no,
Yeah,
the
No, that's
Or-
me.
That's
right. Because you're back.
Go ahead and do his real quick, because mine's gonna be different.
Okay, so rolling.
So rolling for temperament.
I got a for the resonance I got a 7, which is choleric.
Okay, and then for the actual temperament.
4, so well balanced.
So negligible.
Yeah. So he just takes a little sippy.
No vitamins. It's all just empty calories.
Yeah.
But you're not hungry now, so.
Yeah, that's right. Not hungry now.
So you leave that guy kind of, slumping down next to the garbage can, a little blissed out.
Mm-hmm. And he's off to go do his own thing.
So I got acute twice. I got acute.
Mm-hmm.
So we're rolling to see what kind of resonance it is.
Yes, which is
Wait,
another
it's
D.
well, if it specifically lacks resonance, is that even relevant?
Now what acute blood is you get I'm not sure how it is for bagged blood.
Mhm.
But for humans that have acute blood, you can either drain them and kill them and you get a Desecrata immediately, or you feed on them 3 nights and you get a Desecrata, which adds bonus abilities to your dice pools, or if you choose to consume it, you get extra XP to spend specifically on the discipline
Gotcha.
Okay. Bag blood, like all blood, more than 15 minutes out of a body has no resonance or other empowering effects to the drinker, although Tremere, Thin Blood Alchemist, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So let me bring up. Oh wait, which book is the Children of the Blood?
Cult of the Blood Gods.
Yeah.
Cult of the Blood Gods.
Wait, no, it's Children of the Blood. That's the wrong one.
Wrong game.
I know I have Blood God. There it is.
You know, and I do. Blood resonance. Sociopaths and the emotionally detached. Blood empty of resonance.
All right, then yeah, when you get the bag blood, you don't have any issues with that then.
Yeah. I think what it is here is because working on the outside of like the other types of stuff, this is probably going into like homebrew territory.
You're good. You
It's up
take
to you.
the tail end there. What was that?
I was like, it's like getting into like homebrew territory at that point because they don't have anything here for it, or it just doesn't exist. Either or.
Well, you said some of the Oblivion powers benefited from the no resonance.
Oh yeah. As is, I already have like a +1 to my Oblivion disciplines until I feed again.
Okay.
This is just determining if I get a Desecrata or not, but I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think it's gonna be a thing with the bag blood.
Yeah, that's go. find a sociopath.
Alright, so you eventually all make it to the bar.
Okay.
Kyle, you're probably the last one to get there. Either you or Emma, because she was working. She was working, and you were out hunting. Where everybody else was pretty quick.
She
Yeah,
probably,
he needed a snack.
probably did a there and back, like picked up the meal and then came back.
Mm-hmm.
Probably did the deal in the parking lot.
So yeah, you walk in and it's a little sparse, little sparser in here than usual.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk in, you see there's a notice on the door,
Yeah.
talking about a limit to how many people they can have in the business at the time.
Okay.
Taped to the inside. It's clearly one of the workers has put that in.
Gotcha.
Are there a bunch of things of like the if you start feeling sick, please leave or don't come in?
Not yet. This is early enough. They probably haven't gotten super into that yet.
One of the waitresses is constantly sanitizing her hands.
That doesn't surprise me.
There is a bottle of hand sanitizer behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta stick up on that shit, man.
Yeah, a bottle will probably do it. What is it? A couple of weeks to flatten the curve? It'll be fine.
Yeah, this is gonna be like 2 or 3 weeks tops.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly won't be the next 4 Chronicles we do in this city.
Maybe it is.
Too real.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, y'all are all in there. Some of the workers are complaining about the whole limit thing and what that's going to do to their tips. All right, now, refresh my memory. Did Kyle fill everybody else in on what was going on?
With
The escapee.
no, just Emma.
Okay, that's right. I was thinking he had gotten somebody to help him.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Is he going to fill anybody else in?
Well, he did get her name from that old pay stub, yeah.
Yes, I believe he had her and her father's name. Because you came up with his name and address based off the license plate.
Yeah.
And then poking around the house, you found one of her pay stubs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she is named Kathy Finn, and then her dad is Joey Finn.
Okay. Joey Finn he doesn't particularly care about. It's Kathy's problem. Yeah, he'll pull the gang into the office.
You're one of the bartenders. Oh, secret meeting time.
Might, but
What was that?
Sounded like you were gonna say something, then it cut off to me.
See, I saw you looking one direction, then there was just like a snap, and you were looking the other direction. We must have had to skip. What was the last thing you heard me say?
One of the bartenders went,
Secret meeting time.
Ah.
To like, somebody else, one of the waitresses or whatever.
Yeah. Alright, so. There was a masquerade breach last night. And the one who witnessed it and what was her first name again? I was in the process
Kathy.
of trying to
Kathy.
Kathy. I was in the process of trying to put it down on the chart. And the one who saw it was someone named Kathy. God damn my brain.
Last name was Finn.
Thank you. Kathy Finn. And he'll sort of give a brief description. Say, I need you all to be on the lookout for her.
Okay.
You have her old pay stub. Did you try calling the restaurant to see if she even works there still?
Not yet.
Might I suggest you do that? Probably want to put a lid on this before anyone else finds out.
Yeah. And yeah, he'll get on the phone and he'll dial that Waffle House.
Man answers the phone. Waffle House.
Mm-hmm. Hi. Does a Kathy Finn work there?
Who may I ask is calling?
What'd you say, Sarah?
Emma in the background, 'cause she can probably hear vampires. Can probably hear the person on the other line. You're calling for a reference.
I am calling for a reference. I have someone who's I'm going to be interviewing at my bar soon, and they put her name down. So I wanted to see if she was available to speak as a reference.
Oh, okay. What bar?
And Dead Man's Drink.
Okay. Hang on just a second. And he's gone for just a second. Oh, she's not here today.
All right. When's a good time for me to be able to call?
She's supposed to work. She's supposed to work tomorrow. Evening shift.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'll call tomorrow. See if I can get a hold of her then.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you.
We're just looking at him like, you'll call tomorrow?
No. I might be going hunting tomorrow.
If she shows up, she might be spooked.
She might be. But at this point, it's a matter. I don't have a lot of leads to get to her.
Have you checked to see if she has a Facebook? Instagram? Twitter? You know, the things that they tell us not to use, like social media.
Things that I don't use nor have an account in.
You don't have to have one. Thinking out loud.
Speaking from experience, it's not hard to really just take a slight peruse of said apps and whatnot.
Yeah, I need to start searching.
Okay.
Shows you how much me, the player, thinks about that, because I don't even have any of that social media stuff.
Art imitates life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you poke around for a little bit. Sure enough, she's got a Facebook. Doesn't look like she's super active on it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, there's a post every couple of weeks, every week or two.
Yeah.
Maybe poke a few of her people on her friends list, see if any of them have, hanging out with Catherine at, this place.
I'll look and be like,
He just leans back in the chair. Would you like to search?
If one of us has to be competent about this, sure.
Competent than me. I don't deal with this stuff usually.
She'll go through and look at the friends list and, check various ones that would be close to her age, perhaps, and
All right.
or her family that are close by.
Give me a wits. Oh, let's see. Wits investigation would be fine. Wits technology would be fine. Probably one of those two.
We're gonna go wits technology because I actually have points in
That's fine.
technology. It's 1, but it's still a point.
Fair enough.
Me glad I have you all looking, because you do better than me.
Three out of 4.
3 successes? Oh, yeah, that's enough.
Excuse me.
go through a Facebook account. I hope so.
No, it's just the fake one. I do giveaways for cosmetics or something.
You know what? That checks out.
Yeah.
A lot of eye cream for eye wrinkles.
Anyway, so yeah, you poke through there, and you find a couple of people, that she hangs out with that are here in town. There's some family members that she keeps in touch with via Facebook. The last post she's got, she was talking to a cousin of hers that had just moved into a new apartment up in Huntsville.
Gonna go visit the old gang.
But you got a little list of people that you could potentially poke if you wanted to.
She'll just kind of hand that list over, be like, places to start. Or you can wait till tomorrow and clean it up.
I'll see about tomorrow, and then if that doesn't work, start searching.
Okay. All right. Is there anything? Well, in general, what are y'all gonna do for the rest of the night?
I don't think Egidio gonna do much of anything. Currently, he's you'll see those of you who are looking, especially since he's in the private room right now. You'll see shadows, kind of like almost like inhale, exhale.
Are you having fun in my office?
I'm working on something.
And that is
Intimidation. Not here, but that incident with the the other group gave me an idea.
Okay.
That's all.
Have we heard anything about them? They haven't shown back up at the bar or anything, I don't think.
No, Rob and them seem to be giving y'all kind of a wide berth right now. They're still kind of around in the domain or whatever.
Sure.
But they have not stuck their head in, once Kyle was back up.
Hesitate to use the U word, but that's kind of what's going on.
Egidio, you do get a call. Well, not a call. Solo comes by.
Oh. One moment. Step out.
Yeah, he's in there reading the sign, and one of the waitresses walks over. Sorry, we're can't have so many people. We're kind of full up at the moment.
Fine. What's up, Solo?
And when you step out, you realize Solo's with somebody.
Oh.
And as you step out, that person is talking to the waitress that stuck her head out, asking if they can put up this sign, put up this missing poster.
Ah.
You don't recognize the woman that's on it. You never saw her in your life.
Yeah.
Or her life.
No, do I recognize the person putting up the poster?
Looks vaguely familiar. Maybe you've seen him hanging out with Solo before.
Fair enough.
And when you step out and asking how he's doing, we're doing fine, but he's just running around with Hudson here. A friend of theirs has gone missing.
Nice.
And his little friend groups, we're worried about it, and some of them are or some of us are kind of canvassing the area, asking people if they've seen her, putting up posters. He gives a slight eye roll as he's explaining this to you.
He nods, gives it like a knowing look, or gives a knowing nod, not a knowing look. It's like, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that.
When he hears you say that, the other guy turns and hands you one of the flyers.
Wish I knew what they look, who they were, but not ringing a bell here. I'll let you know if I see them though.
Oh, please do. We put an email address and phone numbers at the bottom.
Yeah, and he folds it and puts it in his coat.
So that guy turns to leave. Solo's like, "We should really get together and do some research sometime."
That would be nice. Hey, I've been working on something, but I haven't got it quite there yet. But I feel like I'm gonna break through.
So, for a moment, y'all are more or less alone. The waitress has gone back inside.
Mm-hmm.
And Solo's buddy is like getting back in his car.
Yep.
So Solo just kind of hangs back from it. Oh, what are we working on?
I am shamelessly stealing from the NOS, and I guess I'm just gonna keep that reputation.
Stealing from the NOS in what way? Because
it's not actually stealing from the NOS, but some of their ideas just seem interesting to me. And Egidio holds up what looks like that steel wool. He holds up like a piece of steel wool. He's like, I don't have anything in here yet, but think. He looks around and makes sure no one's around.
It's clear.
Think I can put a spirit in here. It'll If I can get a spirit in here, I can blind surveillance to me. Or destroy it outright.
That would be something useful to have.
I think so too. That's my current project anyway.
I'll poke around in some of my books and see if I've got anything I think might be useful.
Were you able to think of that thing that we talked about last time?
Okay, remind me, what was it y'all talked about last time?
Oh, I was just see if he was able to like fiddle with like making a warding
Ward.
ring. Ward.
Yes, he has found some stuff on the wards, yes.
Ooh.
He does have some of that in his library.
Do you know what particular wards you have available?
He can set up. He shouldn't say he can do this.
Sure.
He goes, in theory, I don't have any actual practice, but in theory, I can ward against lupines, and I can set up wards to keep other people's ghouls out.
That's very impressive.
Now, like I said, he's got no practical experience doing that part yet.
If you ever need practice, like, I hesitate to say dummy given our nature, but if you ever need a practice buddy, I got you.
He'd be curious to consult with your expertise to see if he could come up with one for warding against spirits. He knows some people in his clan can do that, but he's not really in touch with any of the rest of his clan. Has a limited library of research materials.
Well, that'll be something that I'd be more than happy to exchange information like that.
About that time, his buddy's like honking the horn in the car. I better go. Gotta keep the herd happy.
Nice. Good luck.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll find her. And he heads off to his car.
Rolls sighs, turns around, gets back in.
Kyle, the waitress walked up to you. Hey, a guy wants us to put this up in a window. Is that okay? You're muted.
Is it that poster?
Yes. And I forget, were you in the car? That's right, it was just a GDO and Iola that he stayed behind.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, you recognize her then.
Yeah, go ahead.
So she goes over there, she sticks that in the door next to the notice about, the limited seating.
Mm-hmm. I could potentially set up something outside so that people aren't technically inside.
And that's what they do in real life, y'all.
Picnic tables in the parking lot.
Welcome to the South.
Till it gets shut down because all the public intoxication.
Bless your hearts if you never had to deal with the pandemic in the South.
The South didn't even deal with a pandemic in the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
But, Walter, you get a text.
Okay.
It's one of the NOS contacts you've got, and another fellow that lives here in the domain, or maybe right outside the domain. You don't know exactly where, but he's in y'all's neighborhood. He doesn't know if this is a thing, but somebody's been sitting across the road from you. Your bar. Well, not specifically the bar, I guess, but what is it? Oh, it's not on the map. Great. All right, so if you look on the map, just roll 20 full team. There we go. So this corner right here, technically outside your domain because it's across Danville Road, but there is a bank. Walter, your buddy has spotted, or has noticed, someone's been sitting there for a while, and they've got binoculars.
He'll message back to the buddies like, "Thank you for the information, my friend. I'll make sure to relay that to the correct person."
Hey, he's just gonna let you know, do his little part to help keep the domain secure.
And he lets them know if there's something I can do in return to pay the favor back, he will.
You get an acknowledgement back. This is basically your domain being harder now to sneak into. Though technically this person isn't sneaking in, but spying on.
Well, after learning that information, he would easily turn around and let would Kyle still be or he wouldn't be near the office, would he?
He'd be coming back.
He wait till Kyle got back in the office and just kind of like so you're curious of hunting somebody, yes?
Yes.
He kind of puts on a little bit of a shit-eating grin. It's like, oh, then do I have something for you? Because apparently you might be hunted. If you can believe that.
Okay. You're gonna have to elaborate.
Let's just say having friends in lower places benefits in the regard of apparently somebody is having a look. Mainly, a contact of mine has kindly let me know that someone has apparently got their eyes on the bar, and he'll, rattle off, I do believe it's the sitting at a bank at the corner of our domain. Right over Davenville, I think is the name of the street. So, for all intents and purposes, someone might be looking at you a wee bit closer than you imagine, friend.
Well, as the Nosferatu of this coterie of ours, I suggest you go and do some recon.
Gladly. I at least wanted you to know before I just disappeared on you, though that's my standard.
I appreciate it.
And on that note,
Bye.
away he goes.
So you slip out. When no one's paying attention, you crack the door open just enough to get through, which is still pretty wide for Walter.
Those darn hinges, for some reason, they just seem to slip.
Must have been the wind.
Clearly the wind.
Alright, so about the time that you are passing the, well, on the map, show me what route you're taking.
Let's see.
They are basically parked here, and you're starting at the dead man's drink.
I'm starting about right here.
Right.
Yeah.
So you taking off across the parking lot? Are you on the other side, kind of hugging the belt line?
I would say he'd be hugging the belt line, like, and potentially like, trying to hug this edge
Okay.
to not be really noticed per se in terms of being seen.
All right, give me a stealth roll. Let's see.
Well, with me being obfuscated, would that really matter? Which, actually, while I'm saying that, let me go ahead and I do believe I just need. Let me do that. Just to make sure. I think it's just a rouse cost.
Yeah, it's aroused.
Alright. Yeah, so I'll just see if I pass a rouse check. Let's see if RNG is kind or not. They are very
Hey,
kind with a 10. So don't get hungrier.
No.
And my fat tail is just gonna be invisible and just slowly strut on down the road.
Alrighty.
And luckily, I think that also, because I did that, that also does the ghost machine thing. So luckily, that's passive, and I just electronics
Yeah, that
to me.
All right, when you get right about here, you're clear of all the businesses, and whatnot. You're close enough to see that it is a woman behind the wheel of the car. And she looks dead at you. Cranks up the car and starts driving off. Give me a wits awareness to see what you can pick out about her. You can tell it. Like I said, you can tell it was a woman.
All right. Let me get that back up. And no extra dice. At least I won't. No, I wouldn't think I have anything because I don't have specialty in it. Okay, never mind. And the RNG says what for me? Oh,
That's 3 successes. That's pretty good. Is a blonde woman in a sports jersey. She's wearing a hat backwards. Like I said, she locks eyes with you, and then just very calmly cranks up. Kind of turns around in the bank parking lot and goes out the other side.
That has
the bank sits on a wedge with the turning lane. One, Danville Road going across the belt line. Another one that turn line. Yeah, it's a turning lane onto the belt line going the opposite direction. And the bank's kind of sitting on a wedge. So she drives to that other side into the turn lane and heads down the belt line away from you.
Walter is actually going to be very perplexed by that. Did he notice anything else about the car, make, model?
It was a 4-door sedan. No, a Subaru, I guess. I'll confess, I did not put much thought into it.
No, you're good. It's just that, like, Walter being perplexed by this, she's like, that was a direct look at me and immediate leave. So that tells him, well, that's a kind, if nothing else.
Well, yeah, I better say, let's be honest. Anybody that suddenly saw Walter is probably going to immediately leave.
Yeah. If they actually saw him, but the fact to which he was obfuscated, so therefore he would just probably look like maybe disturbance against some structure or something as he walked. Because I'm imagining kind of like how video game stealth works, where it's like all you do is kind of look like a weird, clear thing against a wall. You could still see a pattern.
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, that's how my mind's working with it.
I just imagine Snake in a box.
Oh yeah, just.
Well, you heard
Snake!
some Marines.
Snake!
I think it was Marines use that tactic to beat some robots.
They did. I read that. I read that.
Thank you, Adobe, for stop blinding me. Ow.
They did that, and I just found it hilarious.
It's like, how do you beat the robots? With the most surprising tactic to man.
Went into a box.
Box, disguise themselves as trees, and walk forward. I mean, what are a bunch of 19, 20-year-olds going to think of?
I think one guy somersaulted.
I'm like, okay. At least we know a way to beat the robots back.
Don't look like a human.
Basically.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's fine. He'll notice, okay, it was a four-door sedan-style vehicle.
3 successes is pretty good, though. If you want to, you could have gotten the license plate number.
I'll work with that. I say, but once he notices that, like wherever he was, he is now making an immediate walk back to the office, just like cause he ain't
Walk of
got.
shame.
Well, no,
Walk
he
of
ain't got no
shame.
salubri, nothing. He can't haul ass after them, so he knows he's not going to catch the car.
Salubri. That's funny.
Salubri? I'm like, salubri?
Wait,
Got
was that-
How is a
Celerity.
Celerity.
How is a
What was
salubri
that
going to
thing?
help you catch the car? I was going to throw her at it. Ugh.
Yo. He didn't
Yeah,
have
he's
ammo with him
aerodynamic.
to go yeet.
I mean, that's all I got's muscle. That's all he is.
The eye reduces wind drag.
It's actually lasers. Just
It's
an eye
like-
laser.
Emma, I'm gonna throw you attached to the car. What? Yeet.
Yo.
I can see that.
I'm sorry, my brain 100% just was like.
Gotta toss
wait.
me.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
tell the
but
elf.
yes, Walter makes his way back to the barn overall.
He immediately tries to get Kyle into the office to talk to him.
Assuming Kyle left the office.
Well, yes, I'm assuming he did leave the office, but if he did not,
You did not.
You slip back
Basically-
in. You hear one of the waitresses, "We have got to do something about that door. The wind keeps blowing it open."
and pretty much once that door comes to, Kyle's just going to hear Walter be like, right, well, that was embarrassing.
Why?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I know I was obfuscated, as I normally am.
Hmm.
However, this blonde woman in this four-door sedan looked me dead in the face, and then promptly started the car and left. Granted, I do have the license plate and everything, but that strikes me as odd. No mere human could actually see me, at least not easily.
So
that-
she just saw you.
She saw me as I was just slowly approaching and cranked the car up. She turned the car around in turn lane and went up the belt line, opposite of Danville. So that has me a bit perplexed and bothered. I would imagine only a vampire would actually see me. As I said, that's got to be a skilled human if they actually did.
Right. Well, that makes 2 now.
Oh, as I said, I'm fairly confident a human didn't see me that easily.
If they drove away calmly after getting a look at him, it's probably not a human.
That's my whole thing. Again, he kind of gestures like, as large as I am, if any normal person saw me coming up to him in that manner, they would probably either think I'm acting as the Hulk or freak out and drive as quickly as possible. They casual, just like, oh, someone's coming, and just
Go fuck
Went
up
like
version of
a-
the Hulk.
decided to going on the Sunday drive. So,
the kid was like, well, there's a lot of people who can see Nos or invisible people in general. So
that's
be
my
anyone.
point. That's my point, my dear friend. It's definitely kind, but unfortunately,
Could even be a properly trained ghoul.
well, that'd be a scary thought within itself. But again, they were distinctly scouting the bar, and even though I tried to go on a flanking approach and not be in direct line, again, they still decided to casually drive away as I approached, so that is the problem. But like I said, I've got at least the license plate number, and I at least know it's a four-door sedan style vehicle, so we have that much information. That and a blonde woman in a bit of a jersey kind of jacket. So unless that's just a particular regular that was waiting to come in when the crowd got a little lessened, but granted though, this whole COVID thing is starting to become a nuisance, I'm afraid.
Is that what they're calling it now?
I believe that's what they're calling it. I think it's the coronavirus, as it were. Done people are claiming it's coming from bats. Such a weird notion.
Surprised they didn't claim it came from that one beer.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody did.
Give it time, there's going to be some conspiracy thinking of that, but I digress.
I'll have to see dead bodies that died of COVID.
Though, to be fair, that's also got me worried on feeding opportunities, at least for some of us. At least from, and he like, he reaches like to his shirt and pulls out his little notepad. From what I can tell, it's becoming more of a nuisance, and he gestures, like moves a paw towards, your front to the doors. Like, as you can clearly see, they're already starting to put in the restrictions here at your bar, and I'm afraid it's only going to get worse from the reports I've been reading up on. So this can either be an advantage or disadvantage depending on how we play this game. But either way, I digress. So, I do believe we've got the hunt on 2 people now.
If it's the same person.
That could very well be. He just kind of leans back like, do you recall what this person looked like that saw you? Was it a blonde?
Does her description match?
Does anybody remember how I described Kathy, or if I described what she looked like other than being a woman?
I don't remember Eric getting a lot of successes on his awareness roll.
I got pretty good.
I mean, we looked at photos of young her in the house.
That's true. You would have seen that.
Also that, yeah.
I don't think she was blonde.
I was fixing to say, I don't remember you giving distinct details like blonde, style of clothes. I don't remember that.
I remember Kyle getting the license.
License plate. She had a glitter phone case. 20s.
Yeah. I mean, we do have her Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pull. That's right. You can pull up a picture and show Walter. This is not the same one.
All right.
Okay.
Where Kathy is probably 21-ish, 22-ish. This lady looks like, might be late 20s, early 30s.
Now, quick, we need to go back to our other vampire game because this sounds suspiciously like the other Salubri.
Well, over here, she's wearing a hat. This is sus.
Well, remember, the other celebrity y'all called the hippie chick for most
But
of
she
the
had
campaigns.
blonde hair.
And wore
Yeah,
a hat
she did.
backwards.
She did. Well, no, she wore a tie-dyed bandana.
She wore a bandana.
She had the whole hippie. She literally had the whole hippie thing going on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Still, everyone with a hat, sus.
Again, Walter just kind of glances back, like, oh, unfortunately, this doesn't look like her, so we now have 2 people interested in you, Master Kyle. Oh, how this will get fun. But again, as I said, I'm more leaning towards that this is a kind. Now, who they work for, couldn't tell you. But considering the fact to which they decided to go away from the Beltline where we are, that makes me think potentially Camarilla, though it could be another Anarch just in a different spot of a barony. Who knows?
That could be.
I don't know how many souls wish to keep tabs on you, but apparently that list is slowly growing.
Apparently.
Now, the rest of the night passes uneventfully.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else y'all would like to do throughout the night?
Actually, Walter would question Kyle if he would like to see about getting a bit more security, aka maybe getting some cameras up in more places around the area.
Are you gonna put 3 XP into Portalon too?
I mean, maybe when I get there. Or I do have technically 2 points in like the money stat. I'd happily sacrifice 1 to allow that, if that's something I can do.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. It's
I
all
mean,
background,
advantages
so.
are just 3 per dot.
But I feel I should point out that vampires are kind of like, I don't know, organized crime. How many
Yeah.
cameras are they really going to want around?
Yeah.
Fair
Cameras
enough.
work both ways.
You also do have the NOS that are like you have security living security cameras in the NOS.
I mean, that's actually something I plan on doing, is trying to get better relations with the other NOS.
Well, that is one thing the advantage that helps you be integrated with your domain.
Leon.
Thank you. You know, that's the police in the area, that's the, local government if it was a big enough domain. But it's also the other kindred that live in the domain with you.
Hell yeah.
You know,
We all have a dot in Lean right now. Keep that in mind.
All the ones that like live in your domain, they're living here recognizing you as being in charge of it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't necessarily snap off orders like a Camarilla prince would.
Yeah.
But stuff like keep an eye out, let us know if anything weird's going on, that sort of thing is pretty standard.
I feel like having somebody who has access to the blood bank put me in with the local kindred in general.
Well, and that is one thing you do, is start looking around the local business, who's got influence of the local businesses, like the mall, like the blood bank.
Mm-hmm.
Mall is going to be my next.
Because like if y'all need meeting space or something, the Decatur Mall's got a lot of empty storefronts. Just saying.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, during COVID in its entirety, I thought malls were pretty much just going to become an obsolete and just disappear, to be honest.
They almost did.
Mm-hmm.
They almost did. Yeah. But too big a land and too big a buildings that they can't really think of how to repurpose them, so got to keep them up somehow.
You could make it housing. I'm just saying.
No, I can't make money from that.
Oh please, have you well, no, y'all wouldn't, but there are so many apartment complexes and townhomes getting slapped up around here, it ain't even funny.
Because rent's outrageous.
Yes, but again, you can afford a $3K rent, but you can't afford a $1,200 mortgage. Make that make sense.
Anyway.
You can't.
You're speaking to
We're
the
getting
choir
too
here.
real. We're getting too real.
This is true. This is true.
I
Well,
literally
yeah,
lived at home until I bought a house. Screw rent.
basically. But if anything, I guess Walter would just kind of recontact the NOS, like, hey, thanks for the heads up. Kind of looked into it. Just kind of as encryptably as he can describe, like, this kind of what I found. Don't know if potentially y'all might be able to get any information. If you can't, cool. I appreciate it though.
Do you give him the license plate number?
Yeah, I would give him at least that, just so he has something to work with.
Okay. He'll look into it.
'Cause
He can't make no promises, but he'll see what he can find.
And he says, any information is still appreciated. And he'll just leave it at that.
All right. Anybody else?
Studio's fine. He's I think just one cursory thing he's gonna do is call up Furman Dorsey, the Thin Blood.
That was the one you met at the meeting.
Yes, that was the one. That was the one I met when they all came into the domain asking questions.
All right. What was his name again?
Furman Dorsey.
Ah, there he is. I mean, I probably don't need the sheet, but just in case.
Yeah. You might need the sheet. It's gonna be a relevant question.
All right. So you contact him.
Ah, Mr. Dorsey.
Who is it? Oh no, y'all exchange numbers. Oh, hello, Mr. Luna.
I was wondering, I was thinking of start doing some looking for some beachfront properties, and I was wondering if you had the ability to go look for something in my stead. You know, the nice sunny days, front of a beach.
A beach indicator.
Not in Decatur, just wherever. But
Oh.
just asking if you were able to.
No, I tend to work during the day.
I see.
I couldn't possibly do anything for you during the day.
That's unfortunate. Well, you have a good day then. Thank you so much. I'll just ask around, I suppose.
Okay, I wish I could help.
That's okay.
The entire conversation, he seems to sound surprised that you contacted him.
Thin blood mood.
Well, you got the impression in the meeting he was not popular with other folks around here.
Look, Egidio his whole thing is if you're useful, you're great. It's a meritocracy out here for him.
That is a sort of anarchish line of thought.
But yeah, other than that, he'll head off to sleep.
Okay.
See what Mildred has in store for me as I enter the house again.
Everything seems to be quiet.
Interesting.
Give me a wits awareness.
All right. Three. Wit awareness. Buddy. 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like she did anything today. Then you go to, when you go to open the door to your basement, because that is where you actually stay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The little
When you go to open it,
shelter.
you realize all up against the door, there's a bunch of pencils laid down. Like long ways, like, if you stepped on them, they'd roll.
Well, at least I know Home Alone was the thing when you were alive. Sweep them off to the side.
She's stealing your office supplies.
I'll grab one as I go down and write some notes down before I go to bed.
Okay. Anybody else got anything to do in the evening before we're turning into the day? All right.
That's that.
Then everybody turns in, and the day passes uneventfully.
Let's say, so I was muted.
Oh, sorry.
Kyle will reach out to that contact, to the underworld, so to speak, and will, he'll ask to see if anyone has someone to keep an eye out for Catherine Finn.
Yeah, sure. You give them her, where she works and where she lives, and they can put somebody out there.
Yep.
And they're assuming you want them to know, let you know if they see her.
Mm-hmm.
They're not quite on the level of kidnapping somebody for you.
No, just want to keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah, you got no problem with that. So, day passes eventually. You awaken the next night.
Woo, good.
Alright, so I'm assuming Egidio does not get hungry.
Correct.
Or Walter.
And I succeed, so I stay at 2, baby.
Alright, Emma.
She's at 2. She's good though. She's not going hunting
Okay.
tonight.
And I get hungry again.
So does Iola.
Oh,
well,
that's not good. What is Iola at?
2. So she might go hunting.
Alright. Hang on just a second, my earphones are beeping at me.
Charge him.
Alright, carry on. Alright, what was it you were saying, Rappy?
Iola might go hunting.
Okay. Just in the domain?
Yeah. Probably somebody just in an alleyway kind of behind like the mallish area.
Alright, and what did we say the difficulty was in the domain?
It's either 4 or 5.
It's 5. It's 4 for Egidio because they invested.
So how much is it outside the domain?
Depends on where you go.
Okay.
Slums are easier to hunt in.
That's where Kyle hunts. But he also knows the area because that's where he grew up too.
Yeah. Okay. Guess I'll give you manipulation, persuasion?
Is that how you hunt?
Wouldn't it be charisma? I'm trying to think.
Alright, what is your hunting style?
Alley cat.
That's strength brawl.
Yeah, that makes you a combative assault feeder.
Which I ain't got much. That'd be 3 dice. So I wouldn't get anything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But that's your hunting style.
I thought it would change. I thought it didn't have to be strength brawl.
Let's see.
No.
Your hunting style
Now,
determines
you may or may not attempt to threaten or dominate victims into silence or mass defeating as a robbery. But that's like after you have done the feeding.
Unless I could dominate them.
Yeah, that would absolutely work.
Yeah.
You know, it's still not really you roughing them up, but though you would still be stalking them, so you know. Though you take the risk of using some of your, you know, some of what you'd be gaining. All right, so you're gonna try to stalk somebody down and then use dominate on them.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, go ahead and give me. Let's see here. I'm almost thinking streetwise. Well, no, if you're literally sneaking up on them, go ahead and give me like a dex stealth. Especially if you're just like hanging around the mall, you know, waiting until somebody comes out a side door by themselves.
Stealth.
Oh, stealth itself.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead. Stealth and dex.
Sure. Three.
I got excited when I saw that 100 dice come up a 10.
But 110, not 2.
No, you remember that rule now, don't you? All right. So you're watching. Somebody comes out of the mall by themselves, you know, through one of the side doors. You kind of slip up behind them as they're getting in their car, and then they kind of look up at you, startled, like they didn't realize, you know, you were there. Can I help you?
She is going to tell them. She's going to, of course, use dominate.
Okay. They're just a run-of-the-mill mortal, so no resistance rolls or anything.
Trying to think. Do they see her? So.
Yeah, you got it right behind them, but as they're getting in their car and turn around, you're just kind of there.
Can I tell them to, I guess, sleep? So they don't try to fight?
I don't think it works like that.
No. A single action command. So.
Like hold still?
Yeah, hold still.
Okay. Person goes completely still for a second, for a moment.
And then I guess, trying to see how to do this, because they'll remember it'll be a breach.
Well, now, if you have the level 1 dominate cloud memory.
I don't. I only have compel.
No.
Oh! That is a complication for sure.
Yeah, it is.
You can just tell them to sit still for a sec.
That's what she did.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so he sits still.
Yeah.
Are you going to feed off of him?
Looking directly at you.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the thing with dominate, you have to make eye contact, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she, Iola did that. And, the guy's frozen. Now what's Iola doing?
Can I knock him out?
Hold still. Sure.
Yeah, I kind of want to knock them out.
Alright, give me a strength brawl. They're holding still, so they're not even going to be rolling against you.
1. Success. Got 2 in
Admittedly,
hunger.
more than I thought was going to happen.
He thought I'd get 2 and hunger. Yeah, I have a bad habit trying to hunt.
Alright. Alright, so you're using... You said it was mesmerize?
Compel.
Wait, compel. Oh, I'm
Under
sorry.
dominate.
Yeah, mesmerize is.
Compel is still a first level. Gotcha.
Yeah, mesmerize is presence, I believe.
No, mesmerize is dominate. It's just a route
Is it?
check.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, you punch him. He takes a superficial damage. Which seems to snap out of you. What the hell, lady?
She's gonna compel him again, at least try to.
He's definitely staring at you. What do you tell him this time?
Well, counterpoint. He's aware now.
Let's see.
Oh boy, here we go again.
No, the thing specifically says unprepared mortals.
Oh, you're right.
It's no roll. You've done it, and you've knocked him out of it. So
it's versus
now
his intelligence and resolve.
it's now a roll contest.
Alright, but he is Oh, yeah. Alright, so give me a roll with your ability. It is Charisma Dominate. I'm going with simple NPC, so you just need 2 successes to overcome him.
I need charisma dominate.
Charisma Dominate. You need 2 successes.
That should be a roll you're
2
good at.
successes.
Successes.
Alright, what is your command? Just hold still again?
Yeah.
Alright, well, he was kind of half climbing out of his car, he just stops.
You can just feed on him there.
And then I'd have to kill him.
Oh, really?
And at this point, probably.
At this point, yes, he's seen me. I feed on him, he's going to remember.
It's crazy hobo lady just.
Where if you
told
knock
me
him
to stand
out,
still.
you could potentially, steal his wallet or something. He'd just think he'd been robbed.
Exactly.
So are you trying to punch him again?
I don't have enough in strength and brawl for that, though.
You'll beat him
Roused.
unconscious eventually.
What was that? I could rouse. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna rouse.
Alright, give me a rouse roll. If you burn some blood.
And I succeeded, so I don't get any hungrier.
Okay,
You can
that's
add
good.
2 to your strength.
Yup.
So give me a strength brawl. And
2 successes.
And maybe by next session, well, next session you're here, invest in a taser or something. Hold still. Bzzz.
Does this rag smell like chloroform to you?
Oh no.
Is this taser working?
Hold on, I need to fire off this dance cannon.
I'm gonna use the willpower to at least reroll 2 of those brawl dices.
Okay, go ahead.
D10.
Death by 1,000.
So that's
3
3
successes?
successes.
Is he knocked out now?
Let me check antagonist. Let's see, what's the average mortal's health here? Alright, you had done 1 to him before.
And then 3 more.
Let's see here. Alright, police detectives, criminals. Where's just average folk? Do I have stats for average folk?
At some point, you just make it a so many dot antagonist.
Okay, 4, yes. He finally goes down.
Then I'm gonna feed enough to slake 1 hunger and steal his money.
Only 1 hunger? After all that?
Yeah.
You can do 2 without killing him.
You will
mean,
kill him because I was only had 2 hunger.
Ah.
You could.
So if I
Okay, I got you.
if I slate 2 hunger, he's dead.
Yeah, because you'd have to kill him
Also-
to get that last one gone. Yeah.
Exactly.
You also roughed him up in the process, so like we're not
Yeah.
sure if that's actually gonna be a thing.
This is superficial damage, so it's not that bad.
I beat him up. He's got a couple of bruises. Stole his wallet. Threw his car keys very far away.
Well, given that you've got your strength enhanced, yeah. So yeah, you leave him slumped in his car.
Yep.
Do you just stroll over to the bar at that point?
Yeah, as I'm strolling over to the bar, I'm gonna toss his wallet in the dumpster but pocket the cash.
Okay.
If he
Couple
has
hundred-
cash.
Yeah, you got like $100 or something.
I just cashed my check.
I was gonna feed my aunt. She's homebound.
Yeah. Keep in mind Iola's humanity. She'd be more likely to go, which
yeah.
home exactly?
That's true.
I'll start visiting.
Clearly, the poor dear is suffering.
I can end it for her.
Gidio's fine. Gidio is also at hunger too, but
Same.
All right.
The
so
last time Iola was at hunger 2, it quickly became hunger 4 and she frenzied and killed people.
whose fault was that?
She was trying to go hunting. It did not work. She asked you guys to get her some Mickey D's.
Whose fault
it
is
did not
that?
work.
You didn't need to go hunting at 2. You're doing fine.
Anyway, so Egidio, you come upstairs, and there are scribbles and writing on the wall. Where
Is it legible?
There's lots of like spirals,
Uh-huh.
kind of weird shapes.
Is it a fractal pattern of Get Out?
No, it looks like there may have been some attempts at words. You can make out the word devil.
You're not far off. But also, I know you are, but what am I? He leaves.
Walking out the front door, a pencil bounces off the door frame as you're shutting the door.
I'll do my normal like patrol around the domain. Mostly just circling the south end over by where the blood bank is.
Okay.
That's my patrol. Because that's my investment. I don't give a shit about the rest of the domain. He might.
It's your
he might go
subdomain.
in- Yeah, he might go in and like just tour the facility, just make sure everything's working shipshape, and then leave, and then just check the rest of that end, and then loop around back and head up to Dead Man's Drink.
Okay.
He'd probably get there around 11ish, maybe 10. Well, if sunset is 6:30, probably get there around 9ish.
All right, Emma.
She'll do her usual going around, doing deliveries and all that. She'll keep an eyeball out for the license plates that she's aware of. If that information was shared with the coterie.
I don't know. Walter told Kyle.
Alright, then she'll just drive around doing deliveries until someone calls her.
Okay. Walter?
Walter would probably be checking in with his NOS contact, see if he came across anything, or at least, if he left a message.
You've got a message. Oh, hey, I found out some of that stuff you were looking for. Let's see.
He would reply like, "Oh, that's fantastic."
Gonna be at the mall later. You can meet me there.
Will do.
Because, you know, as Anarch, I may be using tech a little more than most, but you still have to be careful.
Oh yeah.
And he tells you, like, which entrance, which is one of the, like, darker entrances that people don't use as much at night.
Mm-hmm.
So you go over there, you meet up with him. You know, you don't see him as you walk up because, you know, it's Nos's.
Remember, there's always a Nos in the room.
At least one.
At least one.
Sometimes
usually it's me, but not this time.
But yeah, you walk up to where, you know, you do a little, not enough of a cough to disrupt anything, but a little bit of a cough. And you hear his voice, Walter?
He'd be like, "That's me."
Excellent. Okay, here's what I got. So, ran those plates. They belong to a Strom R. Drake. Lives here in Decatur.
You like see him with a little this little pad, just like, okay. So, a local of Decatur.
Yeah, what I've got, older guy. He gives you the street address of the home, which is in the Molten Heights domain, kind of right at the edge of it, and then kind of unclaimed territory. Anarch, but not.
Interesting.
Over in a neighborhood close to one of the city's schools.
Fair enough. Yeah. And like I said, he'll sit there, he'll write it all down. Fantastic. Well, I do appreciate the service. Anything I can do to kind of start giving back to the Norse community?
He's like, not really this second. I mean, honestly, we're all just glad you were able to help Rad.
Again, I'm just as happy as y'all are. From what I understand, he was a very vital Nosferatu, and I'd hate to lose someone who's been here a while and somewhat settled in, as it were.
Walter, who wasn't there at all.
I have been in a situation like Walter before. I go to sit with my grandfather. Everybody's calling asking how my cousin's doing, because Mom has not bothered to tell me that my cousin had been in the hospital. So I'm repeating like the two lines that I heard them say. Oh, he's doing better. They're hoping he'll get out here in a few days. That's all I can tell anybody. They keep calling all day. All right. So you get to the bar. Kyle.
Yeah.
Now you hunted the night before, so you should be okay.
Not hunger too. I got a little hungrier, but yeah, I'm alright.
Okay. So just head straight to the bar?
Yeah.
All right.
He's gonna check his sorry. He's gonna check his on the contacts to see if he got any notifications or not about Catherine.
The one that was watching her place of work.
Mm-hmm.
Or her place of, I can't say her place of, yeah, where she works.
Yeah.
They spotted a car with her tag there during the day.
Okay. Has there been any she's left message?
Yeah, she get one when she got there and one when she left.
Okay.
So she gets there, about 8 hours later she leaves.
Alright, so working there. Alright. Anything on her house or are they just
Nobody the dude watching her house didn't spot anything.
Okay.
There was a guy, you get a message that there was a guy that left and came back, or whatever, but fits the description of the man you saw of Joy.
Yeah, the father, yeah.
And they described the truck he, left in, and it was the truck missing out there. So.
Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, and he'll be just sort of scrolling through that, and then he'll just brief thank you, and as he's walking to the bar. He's taking a bit of a casual stroll. Kind of feeling out the property. More to the point, he's not going directly to the bar. He's just taking a kind of a stroll, bit of a long way around.
Okay. Looking for anything in particular, or just
nose to the ground, if you pardon the pun, considering his bloodhound. Merritt. No, just nose to the ground, ears perked, and just keeping an eye on things as he's heading to the bar.
Okay. You're still probably even strolling like that. You're still the first one to get there. Out of you guys, some of your workers are already there. But...
Yeah.
No, they comment on you being in early today.
Yeah. So I take a bit of a stroll.
And it's another night like the one before. There's only about 20 people allowed in.
Mm-hmm.
You realize if this keeps up, it's really going to hit the bar's bottom line.
Yeah, he'll sort of like quiz the workers to see how they feel about putting up some like tables in the back for folks to not be like in like view of the road if we want to serve some folks in the back. like in the back parking lot, like with
the back parking
in the building.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The back parking lot, a little bit there is a one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's up against the belt line. But there's room. You can put a few picnic tables out there.
Oh, sorry. I meant the one that kind of faces the mall.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, you see the little mall perimeter road here. That's where the front of the building faces. Okay. Well, it's an old Pizza Hut, and it's built kind of long way, so the door would be kind of on the side.
Okay.
Most of the parking lot, though, is on the mall side. Anyway, yes, you have enough parking lot. You can put a few picnic tables out there.
Yeah.
You just have to check to see, double check to make sure exactly what the law is in Decatur about, drinking in public.
No, the ones who want to drink are the ones that go inside. If they want to eat, picnic
tables.
Oh,
I got you.
That way, not breaking the law, but still.
You're definitely tiptoeing around it.
Yeah, absolutely tiptoeing around it. But
yeah, whoever's like your manager or shift leader or whatever, he's since it's so slow, he spends part of the shift on his phone, like looking up, where y'all can get picnic tables relatively cheap.
Fair enough.
You know, we go with just folding tables, but that would look tacky.
Yeah.
How much are
Get
cement?
cloth
How
over
much are those cement?
over those folding?
How much are those cement picnic tables?
Gotta go with the wooden ones and do like barbecue out back. Make it an event.
There you go.
Yeah. As Kyle just goes over to Emma's like, this is why we hang out.
Emma is not there.
I know. If she was, though.
But the GDO and Walter are probably the next two that are in there. Well, actually, I take it back. No, that's right. Iola was beating up that poor man. I'm just picturing Walter and Egidio strolling past. They just look over into the parking lot and they just see somebody. Hold still! Hold still! It's supposed to be a horror game, but we rarely manage that.
It goes for
Except when the Hunger Dice help me out.
Yeah.
Then it goes horror for a little while.
Goes into just veers into what we do in Shadows territory for a little bit.
All right. So eventually, y'all meet up at the bar. Walter, you got the information that you gathered.
And he'd happily, relay the information. Let them know that they did get a hit on the license plate. It seems to be a gentleman out there in one of the baronies, but on the very edge and whatnot. Now again, that he would point out that kind of strikes him as odd because he distinctly remembers it being a woman, but they came back with a male's information, so he's guessing around maybe boyfriend, husband, dad. He's not quite sure. Probably something worth looking into. But other than that, that's all he's gotten. I don't think he had said anything, or I don't think he had said, Kyle had told him to have the other license plate talked about or looked at, so he didn't think to relay it to the NOS to help look out for that.
Alright. So what is y'all's battle plan for the night? You know what sorts of things you have to, need to take care of.
Honestly, Kyle's looking for picnic tables. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He's absolutely looking for picnic tables and those little tarp tent things to put over them in case it rains.
So the middling glass ones with those big umbrellas.
Yeah.
And probably
Like
some
gazebo.
space heaters since it's February.
A gazebo.
Yeah. I mean, he's absolutely looking for this stuff.
So they have those big fans that they can blow either cold or they can blow heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those might be interesting.
Well, while folks are figuring out the restaurant, Emma's going to pick up just a Big Mac meal or something generic, and drive it over to the house that they went to before. She's gonna put a mask, like a medical mask, on since, hey,
those are a thing.
A
lot of people are wearing them.
She's got the beanie, of course, and her hoodie and everything. She's
Everybody-
bundled for February.
Everybody that works in the bars has to wear them.
She's bundled up for February.
It was actually early March in game.
And she's bundled up for early March.
But so this is, you're talking about over at Kathy's house?
Yeah, the one that they broke into.
Okay.
Just kind of knocks on the door. I have a delivery for Kathy.
A minute later, the door cracks open and you see Joey. Did you go into the house before?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, you've seen this guy laid out on his bed. The way he snores, he probably has sleep apnea.
That's a shame. Just kind of holds it up. She ordered some food.
No, she's not here right now.
Oh, shoot. Did she not change her address in the... Do you know where she might be? I'm just trying to drop it off while it's still warm.
Give me a wits.
It's gonna
for
be
sure.
horrible. Oh. That's not bad.
No, well, it's social. Never mind. Social would probably be more manipulation.
About the same, about the same.
Manipulation, subterfuge.
Cool, cool.
You need 2 successes.
Of course, I got 2 hunger dice. What you doing to me, world?
Oh, this could go so wrong.
It could go so wrong, but
And that is
One
what
of
he's
the-
hoping for.
there's only 1 success on the hunger dice and then 1 success on the regular dice, so 2 success.
All right. So yeah, he believes in the sincerity of what you're saying, but he's like, that's weird. She hasn't been home in a couple of days. She's been she's been off with her cousin. Why would she have ordered? I wonder if she ordered food up there and forgot to readjust where it went.
It happens a lot. I'll try and contact her through the app. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Don't just forget about it, and she's using cloud memory when she does that.
Okay, well, you have a good night. And then as soon as he shuts the door and turns around, he completely forgets you were ever there.
She's gonna contact and be like,
Ignore
the
me.
cousins, that one lady you were looking for is visiting her cousin. She said she might be late to her shift. And goes about doing more deliveries.
Kyle no longer looking for picnic tables.
It's like, looking for your table. Message from Emma.
Yeah. Like.
Somebody has to do footwork around.
Well, I mean, the man owns a business. Needs to take care of that too.
I'm just picturing you and the manager, you and the shift lead sitting there on the phone, and the message from Emma comes up. He just looks at you, and you step off to take the message. chuckling behind you.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, a text from the just a video somewhere.
I
Ooh, a text from
heard
the missus.
that.
Clear my throat, boss.
I'm sure you were.
And then he has to leave all of a sudden.
As he pulls up Facebook to try to find this cousin.
Yeah, y'all had her Facebook pulled up. Yeah, you pull up the cousin. You don't find like the cousin's address in there, but
Yeah.
she's a little more careful with the security than that. But yeah, cousin lives in Huntsville. And based on some comments, you can kind of guess generally what part of Huntsville. But
Okay.
We need to contact a Tremere, a Thin Blood.
but
So a Tremere, a Thin Blood, the Bruja fucked
No,
off.
Fuck off.
The
Gangrel.
gangren's still there.
now while the
Yeah, the whole herd of Thin Bloods on her.
while Kathy's Facebook is not particularly active, her cousin's is a little more active.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got a picture, she's actually posted a picture of her and Kathy, hanging out with the cousin, yada, yada. Looks like he's just like inside her apartment or whatever, though.
Yeah. Let's say where in Huntsville?
Not Jones Valley, so don't get too excited.
It's like, hey, so we got this chick that's a masquerade breach. Mind handing her over?
Sorry, you have the wrong number. This is Kimria.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, actually, that's not in Huntsville, is it? Kind of up on the north end. Well, I don't know why I'm clicking. I haven't not shown y'all the Huntsville map.
Yeah. So in other words, we'd have to go through the entirety of Huntsville to get there.
Or loop around up above Huntsville some kind of way, which would involve going through either Athens or Madison, probably, which are both also Camarilla controlled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that there's a large a presence in Athens, but
Mhm.
What's
But either way,
oops. Hang on a second. I think I
That's like
tossed
hours,
y'all the
right?
wrong map.
yeah, that's the
Or
Decatur
is that-
map.
Right,
Yeah,
but I'm saying, is it like hours to get there?
It's about a
From Decatur to Huntsville is probably like 30 minutes
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
to really
30
get somewhere in there. I mean, it's like 45 minutes for me to go from here to that north part where a buddy of mine lives.
mhm.
Okay.
45 or 50.
Mhm.
Now the looping around would take some time.
Mhm.
On the other hand, she was back in Decatur today.
Yeah. She still has to work.
All right, so you got 2 mysteries to work on, or 2 people to be doing stuff with.
Yeah,
What are y'all gonna do?
he's not going to go diving into the middle of a major Camarilla controlled city. Considering Huntsville is the biggest city in the state.
And if it isn't by 2020, it was at least right there at it. I forget exactly which census
Mhm.
that happened in.
Yeah.
Because they overtook Montgomery and then almost immediately overtook Birmingham.
Also, it's just weird shit going up there recently, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple months ago, whatever. Look, whatever it is, it stopped them from sending down, like, reinforcements down here, so.
For now.
Big weird shit if it stopped him.
Mm.
I'm sure it's fine. Probably just their politics.
Yeah, they were all on vacation.
Alright, well, he can't go after her now. So he's gonna wait. Try to find a good time to nap her when she's back in Decatur. And yeah. He'll map. He's gonna send Rachel a message.
Okay, that's the numerator, correct?
Yeah. And ask if she has time to. If she wouldn't mind dropping by the bar for a drink. Could use the company.
She's a little busy, but she can run by just briefly.
Mhm. Quick drink then.
And an hour later or so, she manages to swing by.
Go away, GeForce Game Ready driver. I don't want to download you right.
Sure you do.
Very
Yeah,
important.
I'll be disappearing if that happens.
You know
Trust
what?
me.
We're just going to auto restart your computer now.
Let's not tempt fate. Because my computer likes to do stuff like that.
All right. So anyway, she shows up.
Yeah. She in her car?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll knock on the door of the passenger side.
No, you see her hit the lock, unlock it.
And he'll get in. So, have a bit of a thing that I need to know about.
Okay.
There's someone whose plates and address is in the Molten Heights barony, who has been spying on my domain.
Kindred or kind?
Considering they saw Walter while he was obfuscated.
Have I met Walter?
Nosferatu.
Oh.
You probably have, but you probably didn't know he was there.
Always one.
But from his description, he was walking up obfuscated, and the blonde woman turned, looked right at him, like eye contact, and then left, apparently calmly. So I would imagine Kindred.
Sounds like. Do you have the address?
Yeah, he'd pull it up since it got found.
And she pulled out her phone and she's doing the Google Maps thing. Give me a probably insight.
Say, okay.
Would it be wits, insight? Feels like this should be social, but I don't see any of the social stats that look like it would fit good. You're trying to read her face, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, give me a wits insight.
Okay. It's only 5 dice, but we'll see what happens.
Ooh, she critical. But that's all she did, so 4.
I only got 2.
Okay.
110 on a hunger dice, but
Oh man, if you Missy critical that, what would the reaction be? Tell me what you know. I'd have probably just counted that one.
Where's Bane?
I'd have probably just counted that one as a failure. Anyway.
yeah. Where's Bane?
So she pulls up she pulls up the address, pauses for a minute or for a second. Oh yeah, that's definitely in our domain.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know who lives there off the top of my head, but I'll look into it.
I'd appreciate that.
Have y'all set up a census taker yet?
Not at present. We're currently locking down security, considering we're on the front line with the cam here.
That makes sense. But she's like, but who's in and out of your domain is a security concern, and
Mm-hmm.
This being your domain now, I'm not coming in and doing it.
I'm aware.
Just throw it out there. I'm sure the next time you talk to Dave, he'll be asking if you've got a sweeper yet.
Working on that.
Technically.
All right, she tells you about it.
Nope, get out.
All right, she pulls off. What's that?
Dice, why? But, he didn't notice. I mean, 2 successes on 5 dice ain't bad, but...
No, it's not bad at all. And if she had just had 2 successes, you'd have been fine. But it just both of the successes happened to be 10s.
Fair enough.
All right. What other investigation do you want to do tonight? And does anybody else have any ideals or something? You were all aware of the issues going on.
Yeah. Let's see, so on that note, Miles is a regular in the domain, or at least a regular of Kyle's bar.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to give Miles a ring.
All right. Which one is Miles?
He's a Bruja. That is one of the... He was the very first thing that happened at session 1, where he got hit by the car.
Okay, okay. I was thinking that was who he was.
Yeah.
But he worked for Molten Heights, if I remember right.
Does he?
I think so.
I don't think we said if he worked for anyone, just that he was a regular at Kyle's bar. Like he hunts there.
Anyway, yeah, you contact him. You may be right. I may be getting him confused with somebody else.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you get in touch with Miles.
Hey, Miles, you busy right now?
I'm not too busy that I can't talk.
you mind swinging by the bar for a second? I'd like to talk to you about something.
Okay. I can be by there in a half hour or so.
All right, I'll see you then.
So he comes by.
And he'll take Miles to one of the back rooms. All right. So first off, I need to know: do you work for anybody by chance? Any of the other barons in the city?
All right. Do we have Miles written down anywhere?
This is Kyle asking this bluntly because his manipulation is 1, so he doesn't do it. He's blunt.
He's done
Who do you work for?
He's done a few side jobs for some people, but nothing permanent now.
Okay. Well, you've been regular in my bar for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Someone I've known for some time, even. Yeah. I'd like to make you an offer.
What's that?
I know you're a man of some strength, given the clan.
Well, I was a, I was good for the rough and tumble even before that, but yeah.
I'd like to hire you on as the official sweeper of my domain.
Mm.
Someone I think I can trust to do the job.
Well, I don't mind cracking heads if it's necessary. Won't make me real popular around here, but screw the guys. I don't care. So you say hire on. So what exactly is that going to entail?
Well, when it comes to matters of security within the domain, you would have a vote, as would be your right as the one to enforce rule when necessary.
All right, I like that. I knew there was a group of y'all running the place now, so I was wondering how democratic y'all were going.
We work more of a committee. Most of the day-to-day stuff would be on us, but when it comes to security, you'd have a say as well.
Committee of Kindred Safety, gotcha.
And I'd expect you to also be there on the floor when the domain gets attacked.
That was kind of a given anyway.
Yes. However, your needs within the domain will, as official hire-on, will be at a higher priority than just others who come here to feed.
Okay, that sounds good.
Those are the main things.
Give me a day to think about it, but I'm definitely interested.
All right.
Just don't want to rush into anything.
Understandable.
And with that, he'll depart. Emma, if you're in the bar, he gives you a nod on the way out.
If you do.
She's still cruising around.
Is she okay?
I think Chidio goes to Kyle's like, we're looking for if you're looking for a name taker, I might know a guy.
I'd be interested, considering I just extended an offer to Miles to be the one that removes names from the census when necessary.
Oh, neat.
He's brouhaha. He's pretty tough.
Could say that about meh.
They're known for it. About as
Sure.
much as us Gangrel are.
More if you ask them.
I think. Well, let me run it by them and see what they. We'll go from.
All right.
And I'll go to yeah.
Also, since you're here, and when the others arrive, I'll be letting them know as well.
Hmm.
One of the contingencies of hiring Miles on as the sweeper of the domain is he would have priority over other kindred, not including us, when it comes to things that need done. And when it comes to matters of security within the domain, he would also have a vote.
We'd all vote him if we didn't like it.
Well, let's not alienate him. But
Not
I
going to
understand.
alienate
I
him. Might give him
understand.
pity.
I understand what you're saying.
And the same thing is true for the census taker.
Who did you have in mind?
Oh, I guess you weren't there. The ministry individual who kept you from seeking the final death.
You want to have a member of the ministry have an official position within the domain.
No one better that knows everybody, unless you want to ask Brando Nos. I guess you could if you wanted to. But I don't know any, except for Walter. I guess I know Rat, but it's kind of a
Let's say,
demotion for him.
If Rat is unattached.
That's probably a demotion for him, and I'm not going to be the one to ask him.
Technically, he still has his own domain.
Yeah, fair.
Right. No, I'll see what they want. We'll see.
All right.
I'll head into the private room that is significantly more private now that we're in pandemic mode.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll call up Colin. Colin Rowe.
Mr. Luna! So happy to hear from you.
Yeah.
How can I be of assistance?
Everyone is much better now thanks to your effort.
Ah, well, I'm glad I could help.
I was wondering, hey, do you work in any of these domains, like, full time?
Well, I minister to the flock wherever I need to.
I'm wondering if you'd like to, outside of your normal flock duties, which I'm certain are important, if you would be interested in a census taker position. One just very recently opened up.
Oh. I might have trouble squeezing that in. Let me check with some other people in the church, see if we could finagle my responsibilities.
Of course. This isn't a do it now thing. This is just putting feelers out.
All right, I will get back in touch with you in a day or two.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Now, go back and be like, we'll see. But I guess that's the same response you got.
Yeah, Miles said he'd let him know in a day.
Probably. I got that vibe as all right, well, that's that sorted at least. It's like doing job applications. You don't want to put too many in at once.
Yes, although I have many reservations about giving a Setite position of power within our domain.
Minister, but
that's what they are.
Well, look. My train of thought is they know people, and if as they know people, they will be like, "Oh, that person's in your domain right now."
The one I have met, probably the one you called, honestly. It's all about control to them.
control for most of the vampires.
Well, yes, but at first it's, oh, hey, there's someone within this coterie that owes me a favor. Oh, hey, now this coterie has given me a position of power. Oh, hey, now I'm the de facto leader of the domain that they run by converting everybody out from underneath them.
Don't let him convert him then.
Then he wouldn't be able to do his job. That's the problem. I know how this shit works. I did stuff like this before I was even turned into a kindred.
Yeah, you ain't breathing to me.
Iola. You were just sort of sitting at the bar, or sitting in the bar. Daydreaming, I mean, up early in the evening, you watch some police cars whipping in the mall parking lot. Don't know what that could have been about. But you're sitting there. You start hearing a couple of women arguing. One of them is asking the other, what happened? No, something clearly happened. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. No, I don't mind you staying, but it's been a couple days now, and Jarrett's coming over. I don't think you want to be here, when he's here. That's not said like ominously. That's like, I don't think you want to hear the things you're going to hear when he's here.
And these girls are just talking. One's trying to send the other one away. Is that what I'm hearing?
Seems like it. That's the first voice asks. Look, something happened. Did you and your dad have a fight? Is there some reason you don't want to go home? Whoever she's talking to keeps assuring her, no, everything's fine, this, that, and the other. And eventually you look around to see who's doing the talking, and you realize there's nobody in the bar that you're hearing. The last thing you hear, because it's like that realization is like it's snapping whatever is going on. But the last thing you hear is the woman that's leaving. Say maybe she'll go stay with Ada for tonight.
With who?
Ada.
Ada. Okay. Now I'm assuming that was a premonition.
Yes. Well, that or you're becoming aware of something off in the distance. Maybe it's a conversation that's just happened or about to happen, or who knows. But it didn't come with any. It was all auditory. It didn't come with any vision. You didn't see anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You had at first you'd assumed it was just somebody else in the bar talking.
Yeah.
But the woman that was basically getting kicked out didn't sound happy about leaving. But also didn't seem to be willing to explain why she was there.
And they didn't say the girl's name at all, right?
No, neither one of these. What you heard, neither voice said the other's name. The only name you heard was Ada.
Okay.
When the one lady said, "Maybe I'll go stay with Ada." And then there's some more talking, but it was getting fainter and fainter, and kind of going, the adults in Charlie Brown. It as whatever this was faded out. Yeah.
Whoa.
It became indiscernible, and then kind of faded into the background noise of the bar. Now, how involved was Iola in the Facebook searching earlier? I mean, y'all were all in the. I think y'all were all in the office, but.
I mean, she would have looked over and seen,
All right, give me. Let's see what you remember. Give me an intelligence awareness. I think that would be more what we need here.
2 successes.
All right, 2 successes. You do remember the name Ada. When you were going through Kathy's Facebook, Ada was one of the people she was in contact with. One of the friends she had that lived here in town. An Ada Short.
And where was Kyle at?
At this point,
office?
where would Kyle have gone after he talked to the census taker?
Well, after he talked to Rachel, he went to talk to Egidio. And then Egidio had his call, came back to talk to Kyle. So Kyle's probably in his office at this point.
Okay.
If this took some time, if this was a long daydream.
All right, so Iola, Kyle's in the bar somewhere, and if you look up and you don't see him, his office is probably the first place you'd check.
And you'd go to his office and knock.
Yes.
She'll come in and be like, she's gonna stay with Ada.
Who is?
The person you're looking for. The one that has you all twists and turns because she saw you eat. She's staying with Ada.
He'd look up the name.
Ada Short. It's one of her buddies on Facebook.
Okay.
Give me a probably investigation.
So what stat trait would you like me to use? Because I have nothing in investigation.
Probably wits.
Okay. I was like, yeah, I got nothing in investigation, so it's just literally the.
Yeah. Any of the rest of you in the bar see Iola get up and just get up and just purposely walk back to the office.
Paradise. 2 successes.
Okay, that's pretty decent. So you start going through Ada's Facebook page. It says she lives in Decatur. It doesn't, of course, doesn't have her address where you can access it.
Yeah.
But you do have a few photos. And one is her taking a selfie outside her new place. Which the date on this one is a couple years back, but
yeah.
So it's her. It's this house that either she bought or she's renting or whatever. But you also see a water tower in the background that you recognize where it's at.
Okay.
You'd have to drive around a few of the a few streets in the area looking for this particular house, but you have the area, pegged.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What time of night is it right now?
By this time, it's probably getting midnightish.
Okay, so he's got time. Okay.
You know, the bar's not going to be open much longer.
Yeah. He'll wait till the bar closes, and then he'll go looking.
Okay.
Taking anybody, or you just doing it yourself?
He'll share with those that are there.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait till Sarah gets back for sure. But I would assume that Emma would swing by the bar at some point. Because as it gets later, she's going to have less deliveries to be doing anyway. And of course, you can give everybody, you can show everybody a picture of the house that you're looking for.
Yeah, which he does.
Okay. So I'm going to assume Kyle's probably going to take his bike.
Yeah.
Getting over to like a spot that's like a commercial spot, like a McDonald's or something right next to.
What's that now?
I'll just Uber to a spot like a McDonald's or something open that's pandemic and all, but something that's open 24 hours ostensibly, so it isn't obvious. Like a McDonald's or something that's nearby.
Okay.
Walk the rest of the way.
All right. So Kyle shows you, which neighborhood it's in, and you'll have to hit a few of the streets or whatever. But
yeah.
But okay, so Egidio gets dropped off. Kyle's on his bike. What about Walter and Iola?
Well, when it comes to Walter, he's using the sewer system to his advantage, and he'll pop out whatever drains closest to the address.
Okay.
And hopefully not find blockage.
And, some of them places are still flooding a little bit, but...
And who's taking what again? What vehicle?
Egidio was taking a Uber out there. Kyle is, I assume, on his motorcycle. Emma, the rest of the coterie is rolling out to this neighborhood.
Unless somebody's called her, she don't know.
Now this would be around 12 or 12:30. They're not actually rolling out to the bar shuts down. So that late she's not going to have a whole lot of orders. Would she have swung by the bar?
No.
All right. Is anybody going to contact Emma?
Yeah, Kyle will.
So, in what masquerade-friendly way do you tell her what you're doing?
Feel like going on a nighttime stroll date? Here's a location.
Looking at it, debating to say no. I'm bringing my gun.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
She'll park a ways off from whatever address it is and just walk the rest of the way.
Okay. Well, what he's got is, I'm not sure what you were here for. Iola had I'd say vision, but it was auditory.
I was here for when she told him that the lady was staying with Ada.
Okay.
And they looked it up on the Facebook and found, I think, either a house or apartment complex.
Right. The house. Her new place, yeah. So yeah, so y'all are canvassing the neighborhood to find the house. Everybody give me a wits awareness.
Ready?
Does this roll have anything to do with scent?
No, this is y'all looking for the house.
Okay.
Walter,
Uh,
Walter, what have we got here?
I don't know. I don't like it.
That is you can spend a willpower to re-roll that 10.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to my betters and do that.
You
What
can
is
reroll
it?
that other dice while you're at it.
No, let's leave that one a 9.
Okay.
Alright,
What is it, D10?
so you're re-rolling one of those 10s, alright.
Yeah, I'll burn that willpower.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so that drops to 2 successes.
I'll take that.
Iola also had 2 successes.
2 here as well.
Kind of burn a willpower, I guess. 3 successes.
I had 4.
Alright, Kyle, you find it first.
Okie dokie.
Not only do you find it, her car is parked in front.
Oh, fun.
Ooh.
So what do you want to do? I mean, other than probably texting everybody found it.
Well, yes, there's that. But also his first instinct is kick the door down. But that might be a bad idea. Yeah. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna do is text him, say found it, and I'll just quick ping.
Okay.
Alright, so y'all all meet up. Assuming, y'all want to.
Yeah.
Well, that's her vehicle there.
Y'all all just parking in front of the house, or?
Now, he sort of spotted as he was driving by, going, okay.
Are there lights on in the windows?
There's a little bit of flickering in like the big front window.
Like a TV's on.
Like somebody's got the lights off with the TV on, yes.
Well, are you wanting to simply eliminate the problem or convert the problem?
I would like to convert the problem.
Problems are converted.
Now, what about the witness?
Well, can block her memory out of the incident.
Okay.
Just gonna throw this out there for anybody that actually has cloud memory. You know that it blocks the memory of the last few minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't block if she was there visiting for hours.
I know.
But okay. Y'all are standing around at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, out in front of this house.
Oh, for goodness sake. And then Egidio will do a few things. First off, he'll see if there's any cameras on the outside.
You don't see anything.
Okay. And then he will start skulking and go around back. This is a house or an apartment?
This is a house.
House.
Okay, so then he will skulk in the back of the building.
Okay.
We'll activate what's that called? Shadow cloak. And get in the backyard.
Okay.
4. 2. 1 more because I'm very good at hiding.
Is this a oblivion power?
Yes.
You get an extra dice for that too.
I have not fed again yet. So I'm at so far 1, 2, 3, 5 successes. Plus 1 more, 6 successes.
Okay. So you hop over the back, cloaked in shadows.
Mhm.
As you do that, you hear a bark, and a dog starts sniffing around. It doesn't see you, but it's catching the whiff of something it don't like.
Yep.
And y'all out front, y'all hear the bark. It's not like a, it's kind of that low wolf as it's,
It's a big dog bark.
It's an unhappy noise, but it's not like just barking going, it's not a dog just going off.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna rouse. I do not get hungrier. I'm gonna add 2 dice to dexterity as I browse the blood.
Okay.
Well, someone's telling me get in the door unless they have it unlocked.
I'm going to go around and try the back door.
Okay, back door's locked.
Locked? Okay. I will pull out a hairpin and try to... He's not great at it, but he's going to try something.
Alright, because that would be larceny.
Yeah.
Dexterity.
Just dexterity.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll a stealth check because I'm trying to sort of sneak up to the house.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay, it takes you a little bit, but you're working at it, and finally kind of pinks it loose.
Works.
That is, that's another 4 successes.
Okay, you're very stealthy getting up there.
Yeah.
I think Egidio posts hears the click and goes to open the door and sends a gift to the group chat of that one of those hackers gifts of
Nice. So we heard the bark in the back, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this specifically?
steal their dog while you're at it.
No, I don't have animalism. Would a dog count as mortal?
In what context?
For the purposes of powers.
Like
Eyes of the Beast. Adds 2 dice to intimidation versus mortals.
Yeah, I would say it would count for that. Yeah.
To try to stare down, intimidate a dog to just lay down and just not do anything.
I don't know if you can be that precise, but
well, basically is I am the bigger predator. Sit. Basically.
I guess it would depend on how fond the dog is of its owners, whether it would sacrifice itself against a bigger predator. But yes,
we don't deserve dogs.
That's true, we don't.
But yeah, you could definitely try that. Speaking of the dog, Egidio, when you click the lock and start sliding that door open, it is over there to investigate.
Yep. In and out, or threw it away really, really quickly.
So you kind of slide it open, step through, and slide it shut real quick.
Slide in, and then and when I'm inside is when I send the gift. and then I'll even relock it.
Okay.
I like a good challenge.
You send the GIF, and you look up in time to see a panicked-looking woman run out of the. Because you're standing in the kitchen, you can see the living room. A panicked-looking woman is looking in your direction. And runs down the hallway.
All right.
You hear a door shut. Ada, we've got to go. What? She's clearly rousing somebody up.
Looks like Kyle is going to activate Eyes of the Beast as that turns on.
Okay.
Does he see lights flickering on in the house now?
If you're standing out front, you do see a window over to the side light up.
Did she go to an upstairs, or did she just go to a room?
She just went, kitchen, living room. She ran down a hallway.
Okay.
It's like the opposite end of the house.
Okay. Is this a 2-story house or 1-story?
No, just a one-story house. Probably 1,000, 1,300 square foot. Nothing too big.
I think as she runs that way, Egidio's gonna just get he's not gonna be big in the hallway, but he's just gonna cross his arms and lean against the wall and wait for them to come out.
Have you dropped your cloak?
Huh?
Have you dropped your shadow cloak?
Yeah. Just want to talk.
You hear a
That
voice that must be
horrible.
Ada. Who the hell's in my house?
Oh, is that a gun racking?
Dude, it's Alabama and you broke into some random person's house.
Yeah.
Chances
no,
are
that's
fair.
awesome. I love it. That's fair.
Did Kyle hear that from the side of the house he's in?
No,
The
because
gun rack?
the GDO shut the door, slid the door shut.
That's fair. I mean, Kyle's not in the back. He's just at the house.
Yeah,
'Cause I never got that far.
But,
I was asking, depending on what side of the house he's on, do you hear the...
oh, actually, you're standing close to the, if you're out front, close to the bedroom window, give me a wits awareness.
As I'm picturing it, that's on their house.
Yeah, that would actually be, it's possible. Given that it's the middle of the night and fairly quiet otherwise.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 2 successes.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that was a shotgun racking coming from that same lit up room. Or at the very least, you for sure heard that woman's voice. Who the hell's in my house?
As the second someone comes out, I will reactivate Shadow Cloak, but this time to be intimidating.
A woman that you recognize as Ada just from the Facebook pictures comes out with a shotgun.
I said I want to talk.
All right.
It's an intimidation roll.
All right, give me that roll.
Yeah, if
what
I
do you
hear
wanna
if I hear the gunshot, I'm coming through that. Well, no, I hear him yelling. I'm going through the window.
do? Yep.
The lit up window or the front window?
He's just gonna.
Manipulation, intimidation.
Yes.
Emma's hanging back near the street under a tree, rubbing her temples.
And I get 2 extra dice for this because same thing. Oh, it's an Oblivion power, so I get an extra dice.
Poor Emma, she's sitting there. Sneak. I can't. She doesn't. I'm guessing she's frustrated with their plan of sneak. Hey, we want to talk.
She's just like, if yeah, I might have to roll a new character at some point.
All right. Well,
All right. What is Walter? Before we go any further, what is Walter? What has Walter and Iola been doing?
Well, as Walter would have obfuscated and basically, which since I said that aloud, let me do this because gotta shoot myself in the foot. Never mind. So again, he's obfuscated before he comes up, kind of making his way up to the house. He sees a light commotion, sees poor Emma over there rubbing her temple. He just kind of let me rephrase this. If she's leaning against a tree or something, he would take a branch and have it tap her to let her
They're
know
there.
that he's. Well, no, to let her
Tap,
know that
tap,
he's
tap.
there, and just be like, right, they should have waited for me, but then again, we see how well that went. And he continues on to the house.
All
What
right.
do you mean they? Kyle's still outside the house.
All right. And
But you
Walter
and
doesn't know who's in the house. He sees Emma there. He assumes the other three are
You
at least
absolutely heard
in
it,
the
Gideon.
premise.
Iola would have kind of been back until she heard Gidio's voice raised and would have been like,
It's raised. It's not the whole neighborhood hears, but it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
definitely
Of
a
course
raised
not.
voice.
I will state this though. Walter's main thing he's going to do, not knowing that anyone has been captured yet, he's going to set up shop by the vehicle. And if she comes rushing out to run, she's gonna be met with a big old SOB.
4 successes on my intimidation.
Okay. You needed 2. She kind of
Please.
falls back. Don't come any closer.
Not going. I do not want to hurt anybody here.
What are you?
Please.
And about that time, Kyle comes through the window. And you said it was the bed. Are you going through the bedroom window or the living room window? You're muted.
You're muted.
How many masquerade breaches can we have with
No.
one person?
No, he's not shattering the window. He's using his natural strength to basically pop the latch thing that closes it and just raise the window.
Because that's not terrifying at all.
Okay, give me a strength.
I will say I'm gonna go ahead and rouse and use prowess.
Strength athletics, I guess.
That might be overkill, but I'm with it.
It's 2 extra dice.
This whole thing has become overkill.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Well, no one else was doing anything, so I jumped in.
You didn't let us. You just went, hey, what
No,
up?
we're just sitting there.
Now, there'll be plenty of time for y'all to blame each other later as you roll up your character.
Iola's gonna go look
Yeah.
at Emma and be like, do you want to stay here much longer? Or just, like, leave when the cops are called?
Are we talking about this state or this location currently?
Either or.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, that's a 4 success.
4 successes? Yeah, you pop the latch of the window, slams up.
Yeah.
With quite a bit of force, not enough to break anything.
Yeah.
You see Kathy.
Mhm.
She spins around when the window slams up and
I'm gonna try
screams.
to... Okay.
Well, you don't. Yeah, you're getting the latch up. She screams, runs into the hallway. She's kind of behind Iola, or not Iola. Ada, and Ada's got the gun.
I'm about to be like, when did Iola transport into the area?
She reaches over and shuts the bedroom door. Like that's going to keep Kyle out.
Sure.
Of the hallway.
I'm being a distraction right now. I'm just saying I just want to talk and then don't actually. And I'm not actually talking.
Get out of my house!
I'm leaving. Need a sec.
Yeah, but he's going for that door.
Okay, it's not locked or anything.
Opens it.
You got a woman with a shotgun that turns, points a shotgun at you, and it's like she doesn't know which target to point the gun at.
I'm going to make an intimidate roll.
Okay.
That's 6.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Successes. As he just stares the woman down before saying, "You're gonna want to go in that room I just left with my friend and close the door."
Hey, that works for me.
That's how you live through this night. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now move.
She kind of looks back. She kind of looks back at Kathy. I'm sorry. And she goes into the back into the room.
I think Egidio goes into, and it's like, yeah, that's a pretty nice gun.
Kyle, you were in the hallway with Kathy.
So you saw something you shouldn't have.
I didn't see nothing. No.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. I just I saw a mugging or something. I didn't pay no attention.
Mm-hmm. Enough that you haven't been in the city except to work. You never went home.
I just went to visit my cousin.
Mm-hmm. Me double checking the ghouling process. Yes, with mortals. Is it just the one that they need for mortals?
Let's see here. Where are the rules for making ghouls? Alright.
So I know is you need 3 to blood bond.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just you need the 1 to make a ghoul or not.
Alright, let's see. See, unlike the embrace and blood bonds, vampire blood does retain its ghoul sustaining properties for several days while stored. That's not what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Vampires usually only provide their vitae in such a manner after having established a proper blood bond with the ghoul.
Yeah.
A rouse check's worth of vitae bestows the following benefits on a mortal for approximately a month. Mortal gains the first dot of their master's highest rated discipline, along with a single level 1 power possessed by the vampire. The aging process stops. Heal wound twice as fast unless caused by fire. Vampire ghouls who use powers above level 1 take 1 point of aggravated health. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of making a rouse check. So yeah, the one now the 1 rouse check level. That's a fair amount of blood, but yeah, just the 1 makes them a ghoul. But just the 1, they're not blood bonded to you.
Yeah, but it does. Yeah, brings a yeah.
So you would need to feed her, over 3 nights for the blood bond.
Right.
But anyway, she's standing in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you she didn't say nothing. She doesn't know nothing. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt Ada. I won't tell anybody anything. And she does not look like somebody who has slept well in the last little while.
Mm-hmm.
Got bags under her eyes. As the GDO could tell you, she was clearly in the living room watching TV rather than sleeping. So.
You don't look like you've slept well recently.
I've had a little insomnia.
Why is that, I wonder?
She just kind of shrugs. Stress at work?
You and I both know that's a lie.
What are you going to do?
There's a few things I could do. See, there's no guarantee that you won't talk. if I just leave you here.
I haven't said anything yet.
That's the problem. Yet. People like you are a risk. And usually risks that are disposed of.
Okay, she just stands there cowering.
Is this to see if she gets past the 6 intimidate?
Well, no, she's firmly intimidated. It was just whether or not she tries to bolt or not.
Fair.
Because, you know, you can do the intimidate up to a point where it's like, no, they just got to get the hell away from me.
Yeah, that's fair. And he's also got that just presence anyway from his flaw. However, there is one thing that I can do to ensure your survival.
What's that?
You work for me.
Doing what?
What I need doing. There won't be anything untoward before you ask. Make deliveries for me. Carry some messages, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So I'd be like your secretary or something?
Effectively.
Did you want to hurt me or Ada?
I won't hurt you. Need to figure out what to do with your friend.
I'll take the job. Just don't hurt Ada.
Very well. Now to ensure that that is struck, you are aware of a... He'll get a piece of paper, write down one of his burner phone numbers.
Okay.
For the next 2 nights, you are to call this number, and you are to appear where I tell you to be.
Okay.
As for tonight, and he will bite into his wrist, and I'll make a rouse check.
Okay.
I still don't get hungry, apparently. And then he will walk up, grab her by the hair, pull it back, and put the bite mark to her lips and said, "Drink."
A look of disgust comes over her face, but she's fully intimidated.
I'll say, drinking Vampiric Vitae does give a rush, though, so I'd imagine
So
the
that
initial
that
disgust is like,
yeah.
whoa.
The initial response is kind of like, ugh! And then it kind of kicks in. Egidio, what are you doing in the room with Ada?
I'll say there's no loud sounds or things breaking out in the hall, so
Just a lot of it's just like things seem to be going well. Nothing breaking. I think we're good. I think we'll be okay.
Who are you people?
Let's say we run things around here. That's it.
Like the mob?
Sure, like the mob.
What did Kathy do to get the mob after her?
It's one of those you don't really.
When does the mob do the stuff you were just doing?
You don't wanna. You don't want.
And y'all out in the windows open, so y'all out in the yard can hear a little bit of Egidio and Ada's conversation.
It's best that you don't get your business mixed in with whatever.
I'm out in the yard hearing this going, oh, for God's sake. Comes in through the window. How long has this been going on? Like, enough time to where cloud memory would cover some of it?
Oh yeah, you It's been a short enough time that cloud memory will work fine on her.
She's gonna climb in the window. Maintaining eye contact. I'm sorry, they were trying to surprise Kathy. It was a really badly gone surprise party. It dissolved horribly. Kathy, though, is gonna find it hilarious, though. You guys are gonna laugh about this later.
As I see Emma do that, the shadows.
Can I hear that while I'm feeding
Yes,
Kathy
yeah,
my
yeah.
vitae? Okay, so that's what I'm gonna tell her the story to keep.
She kind of nods her head while still drinking.
We're gonna head out, though. This went really bad, and we didn't realize Kathy was under so much stress.
Yeah, something's
Are you
freaked her
guys-
out. I don't know what it was.
I know. Do you guys need like a pizza or something, just as some kind of apology for showing up? I feel horrible.
Oh no,
She's
no,
also
don't worry
kind of
about it.
probably
We've
using a
all,
little bit of obey.
We've all tried pranks or something that went wrong. Yeah.
Let's say.
I'm
as that-
so sorry. I'll get something sent. I'll get you guys breakfast sent over in the morning. How about that?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Fantastic. I'll set it for like 8-9 o'clock. Is that too early?
No, that should be fine.
Fantastic. You guys try and get some rest, though.
Yeah,
All right, Kyle. Eventually, you feed her enough.
Yeah, and he'll say what he heard Emma telling her friend. Like, so, this is the story you're gonna stick with. This was a badly thought out surprise party that dissolved.
Okay.
And as an apology, you will be getting breakfast in the morning delivered to your home. Or delivered to this address.
Okay.
You are not, under any circumstances, to reveal anything about what happened tonight to her.
No,
Or
I
I
want to
can't-
keep her safe. I want to keep her safe. I won't tell anybody anything.
That'll be the only way to keep her safe. And the only way to keep you both alive. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you remember what I told you to do with that number?
Call you, meet you where you tell me to go.
Good. Then I will see you later. And he will just unlatch the window in the hall and just...
We have
The
a door.
door!
Asshole!
Yes, but he wants to get out since that's the exit.
Oh. Hi. Bye. And
Oh, no, sorry. Never mind then, yeah. I thought we were in the hall and you were in
literally
the
go into the room.
Never mind.
The door.
No, never.
Like damn, what an asshole.
I misunderstood the
No,
layout.
y'all are
I'll
in the
just-
hallway. The GDO was in a bedroom, which already had an open window. So
Okay, no, I'll use the door.
okay.
Then he'll tell Kathy, now, be so kind as to show me out.
This way. And yeah, up front. TV was on.
Mhm.
She had a blanket, but she was clearly sitting in a chair.
Mhm. Now then, Kathy, as long as you do what I say, you will be fine. Get some sleep.
I'll try.
Are Gidio and Emma following them out, or did we go back through the window?
However y'all want to do it.
Are we climbing through the window like animals, or are we following?
I think Judy will be like, it was so nice to meet you. I'm so sorry. This was bad deal. We'll just head out the front.
Yeah. Well,
And then he'll head out to the hall and to the front.
Double checking something as I go.
Mm-hmm.
What is Emma checking? Or what is
I'm
it?
just double seeing if I needed to do a rouse check. I wouldn't have to use anything because she's mortal, but
Yeah, and cloud memory is
It's
but,
free.
well, yeah, she's not going to use cloud memory on her because then she'll forget everything Kyle just told her.
Oh, on her. I'm sorry.
She is going to use obey just to try and soothe her so she can sleep.
Okay, you level out her emotions.
Yeah, just be like, I know this is a lot to take in. They're assholes, but they try to mean well. Give it time.
Do you work for him too?
No. I'm mostly just brought in because I'm the people person.
She's my carer.
I'm the herder.
No, you care, so I don't have to.
Points at the door while still talking to Kathy.
I'm going.
Kathy does not like
Assholes.
reassured by this exchange.
They're assholes. Completely, utterly. And don't ever forget that part.
I don't think I will.
Understandable. But give it time. In time, things will be revealed. This has given you some measure of safety, if that's believable. For now, just rest. You've had a rough couple days.
Okay, yeah, I have.
Remember, call that number. Or pick up that number when it calls.
I will.
Okay? Have a good night, Kathy.
Ada tells you get out as you leave.
Sorry that the prank went wrong.
Yeah,
Kinda
y'all really
gives-
did not do that kind of stuff.
I'll get breakfast shipped here in the morning. Don't worry about it.
Gives Kathy a little bit of a patch. I'll try to talk to you when he's allows it.
Oh, okay. And she shuts the door
Jeff
behind you.
Harlow. Yeah.
And you hear all the latches.
Yeah, there's like latches that weren't even there before being made. There's a screwdriver going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going home.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I am too.
That went well. As he's like Ubering, getting an Uber, to like a block away from his haven.
Eyeball twitching as just watching. I'm gonna go. Did we find anything out about that other address?
It's in Molten Heights, and that's about it.
Fantastic. We'll go break into their house tomorrow. And she just walks off.
Alright, so y'all have a plan for tomorrow night. Excellent.
Eh,
We will
That's
wrap
it.
here
Okay,
as everybody is
before she walks off,
dispersing back off.
Kyle would say, "At least I didn't kill her."
That might have been a better mercy.
Alright, and with that we will wrap as y'all all disperse back to your havens for the night.
Mhm.
Or for the day, I should say. Hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I hope anybody comes by and watches later enjoyed it. Hope you show up next week. If you're looking for more gaming, there is more gaming here on Direbear. You can check the schedule below. Once again, I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me was Eric is Kyle, Sarah is Emma, Jeremy is Egidio, Duba is Walter, and Rappy is Iola. And we will see y'all next time.